wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, my skirt right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them in practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game one of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back to throw. Carlson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go, baby.
It's a pickup of 6.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Ready, break. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
To throw on third down, Carlson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On now is the Titans punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Moon. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans name next to the Browns name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were division rivals in the old '80s. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. first and 10. Moon. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. With your 6th-round pick, not many expect him to jump right in and contribute, but he's done a pretty nice job.
As a 6th-round pick, you'll come in and just work harder. That's part of what goes into it because you want to prove you should have been picked higher. But we've seen 6th-round picks come in and play very well in this league. He will have the same opportunity.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Looking to throw. Carlson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And to give this time to the tailback. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw, Moon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
From the gun, here's Moon. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at 28, and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Carlson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Here we go, set, 15, run, 15 line. Time up, there.
Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Ready, 18, Gator. 59, Mike 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Carlson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot. So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Back to throw. Carlson. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
we go, here we go. 8, read. Tackles. Hey, alert 3. Get up. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those too because they want to continue to run.
Come on, set. 70 ending. Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Carlson. That one complete to Hill. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go.
To throw on second down, Carlson. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Carlson. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And unfortunately for him, this montage, not highlights, lowlights in this one, partner.
Way too many mistakes, too many errors. Sometimes it's on the guy throwing the ball, sometimes it's on the teammates, but it all comes back to him. It goes on his ledger. So when you're playing this type of a game, you start to look for other ways to get out of it. Do you throw it just shorter passes, some check downs, maybe use your legs a little bit more, don't throw the ball downfield? All those things you're looking for, and then you got to watch the tape and figure it all out so the next time it doesn't happen again.
So far the tape, 4 interceptions. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Move. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Titans 13, Browns 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now move. Complete to Newsom. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball.
On first and 10, Carlson. Incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. Looking to throw. Carlson gets this one to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Carlson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. Touchdown, Tennessee! That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Browns down 23-20. And time, a huge factor. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 75 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the focus is all on the Titans offense. Trailing by 4. Under 1:20 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
51. Yeah, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Back to throw. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here I come. Here I come.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Check, check, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Switch, switch.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.